to walk.
I love you. She said, look how much room you have to walk. I always knew she wanted to be in the videos. That's my wife. I pointed at the microphone and she looked like she got mad at me. Like I just started the video and she she started talking instantly. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. That's what we're doing, sir? This is Austin. Best I can afford antiques. Home of the loudest antiques guy you will ever encounter. All right. We're not going to talk about much until people get here. Well, no, I suppose that's a little bit silly, isn't it? Because then who's going to watch this video later? Nobody, right? Nobody. So, I was just at the secondhand store that we saw on our way home, and it was open at 5:46 on a Saturday night. Now, we didn't get these here. I wanted to show you these because they're cute and sweet, but comparatively speaking, the quality of this set that I got tonight for $1 more than I had paid for that one. I mean, look at this. Look at this beautiful serving platter. And let me look at it a little closer without you guys, just real quick here. I believe these are going to be hand painted. So let's look at our little dinner service. I wonder if we can even. Isn't that handsome? Do we see any dots, any proof of printing or anything? It's pretty thin stuff. You can see through it. Hey, buddy. I don't know who you are yet, but we're looking at doll dishes so far. Oh, already left. Wasn't into it. Who doesn't want a set of doll dishes, though? I mean, for real. Who just comes in here, sees doll dishes, and they're like, oh, I'm not even interested in doll dishes, bro. I'm a mechanic. I'm like 6'1". I can easily lift small people over my head. And yet still, doll dishes are super cool. And these ones, I think, are a wicked score. Alright, so far we've had 2 people come in and leave. I'm going to say they don't like me. Maybe they don't like doll dishes. But what a perfect little... Oh, no. It must be the creamer, right? I think so. We got all sorts of stuff in. So I got these little blue potted, they're like clay pottery. Someone must have handmade them and stuff. And I think they were super neat. And they must all be the same artist, because they're kind of basic. They're pretty primitive, right? They've all got a blue underglaze. Maybe that's an overglaze? Maybe someone could tell me, but I think by looking at it, that's an underglaze. And isn't that a super handsome little, like, handmade bunny? So yeah, I think I've somehow managed to get a set of 3 of these from the same artist, I would think. I don't know much about them, and I doubt they're, like, wickedly valuable or anything, but I do think they're cute little pieces, don't you? I especially like the pig's ears. It's got character for days. Oh, goodness. And a sheepers? Look at that little fella. Hey there, we got 2 of you now, huh? Feel free to talk to me so I know who I'm talking to. I mean, that's really my favorite part of this, actually getting to talk to you guys. We got 1 of you. I must not be that interesting tonight. I admit, I've had a bit of a day. I hung out with the in-laws today and stuff, so I'm not feeling super interesting. Hopefully, we can find something interesting to look at. Oh, you know what? I got brand new stuff today. You guys want to see the brand new stuff I got? I'm actually going to go over here and grab something just real quick. because I believe I got a counterpart for one of the things I've already owned today. A very handsome thing. I got this blue tidbit tray, right? I've already had that. It's a very nice light blue. It's very good looking. But today, I found, we went to a little secondhand store on the way home. We went to the in-laws, like I mentioned. And on the way home, we happened to see that there was like a secondhand store or a thrift store or something open in the middle of nowhere. And I mean, in the middle of two towns that are smaller than your car. There was this thrift secondhand store open for no reason at 5:45 at night on a Saturday. And we went in there just real quick because I was like, you know, I mean, how weird is it that they're open anyway? So let me move this stuff just out of the way here. I've got a giant wad of paper completely covering the thing I'm trying to show you. So look at that. We got a matching bowl. I mean, not entirely matching, and this is obviously pink, but very clearly the same pattern. I think that's a pretty neat piece of glass right there. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the art that I've got sitting here. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. Right, this has got to be the worst live show ever. Who cares? Talking about antiques. I like it. I like it. This is a calm sort of atmosphere, isn't it? You know, you have all week to deal with all the rotten people in the world. You can come out and hang out with Austin if you want to. We're just gonna be pretty calm and civilized. We're gonna enjoy each other. Well, Donna, this is Donna. It's so nice to see you, buddy. Mr. Parahesian, if I'm doing that correctly. Donna's an actual friend in real life, so just excuse me for a moment. We haven't talked for a minute. So Donna, this is, I think you would count this depression glass, and I think you would call this pattern glass, maybe early American pattern glass. So I think it's pretty neat, because I found this tidbit tray at, like, Salvation Army or Goodwill. I'm sure I paid less than $5 for it. It's actually a very nice company, who I'm completely spacing on right now, because I thought it was a different company, and then it was not that company, because I'm not smart. but I believe we'll see that this is the same pattern, just in a pink, with a very cool, like, sunburst design in the middle there. If we flip that over. So yeah, these are probably fairly old. I mean, I would say at least vintage. More than 25 years old. I'm not giving them enough credit there. I mean, as early as maybe like the 20s or 30s, I would think. If any of you guys know glass better than I do, I mean, feel free to interject. This is a place for learning, and I'm never mad about being corrected or, having more information thrown my way. I mean, obviously, I would do that to you in a respectful manner, so, I mean, I would expect the same thing. I don't want to have to fisticuffs nobody. So, I do believe this is depression glass. And I got this pretty neat little set today. Obviously, a creamer pitcher and a sugar dish. Let's get a little closer to that, should we? Oh my goodness! Did you guys like the way the stool sounded? It's not the first time somebody told me they liked the way my stool sounded. That was a completely legal joke, YouTube. You can't do nothing about it. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. Now, isn't that a beautiful pattern? I don't know who this is going to be by. I literally just bought it. I love the elegant sweep of the handle. I mean, that's while it's angular, it still has like a lot of elegance to it. I like that quite a bit. I don't know. It looks like it's going to be the same scene repeated as we go over. So yeah, same scene on each panel. That's fine. It's still a very neat looking piece. Oh, there's something on the bottom too. Let's see who we got down here. Oh, somebody wrote in Sharpie that it was $5. Real nice. And then they sold it to me for $6. And that's why I appreciate you. It was hard not to utter profanity just for a second there. Just for a moment. Almost had a flashback. I really like this pattern. I don't know what company this will be, but surely this is Depression glass, if not Elegant glass, which is just colored glass from America before. I'm dying. I forgot my beverage outside here. Give me 2 seconds. I'm coming right back to ruin your night. How you drink, baby? You're the best, and I love you. Wow. All right, mission accomplished. Just like, just like that guy. All right, listen. This is just the stuff that I bought tonight. What would you guys like to look at? You can pick a color. You can pick a country. If you pick a country I don't have, we're going to fight. Someone tell me what you think you'd like to look at. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna just go around here. I'm gonna open doors to the vaults, and we're gonna look at whatever you want. Okay? All right. Poland, man. I don't think I have anything from Poland. Why would you do this to me? Let me think. God, you would, wouldn't you? That's why you came here, isn't it? To ruin my day. You know what, Donna? I almost feel like I have something Polish, but I'm just not sure. I think it's in a box in the closet. Oh, no, you know what? You know what, boy? Hold on. Oh, my God. All right, this isn't an antique, but I think you're going to like it anyway. No, they won't let me show my sausage on here. Get it, Donna? Donna, do you get it? This is a Polish glass vase. Take that. You didn't think I'd be able to do it, did you? Yeah, that's right. And look. Evidence. Boom! Now look, I actually, this is obviously a somewhat modern piece, but, no, I made the second joke, though. What? Wait, what? Hold on, I think I must have to, oh, nice. Yeah, we've got some, oh, how can I not think of the name of the sausage that we've got in the fridge? Smoked sausage. Kielbasa? Is that how you say that? If we're pretending we have the accent of the people who made it. What do you mean you can't read it? Oh, I forgot. My friend Donna can't read, and that's really the saddest thing. No, I'm just kidding. My friend Donna is actually... Oh, I don't want to talk about how smart she is. We won't go into it. It's gross. It's gross. And look at the attitude on that. That is that's a Polish Beauty and the Beast vase. So, BR. I can't do the rest because I'm sure their lawyers will be instantly on me. And you can tell that it's handmade because these little swirls here are a little bit different than than each other. But yeah, isn't it cheeky? Isn't it cheeky? I like it quite a bit. Let's see if it looks right sitting over there. Why would you put a doorknob directly behind it? There we go. Isn't that handsome? All right. Next, country or color? What do we want here? What do we want? Can we fix it? We could just look at stuff. Hold on. Hold on, I've got this. Just tell me when you see something that you want to see of. Yellow? Okay, hold on. Let's go through. Oh, you know what? Yellow. Let's do that. I've got one right there. We almost panned right into it. If there was a snake, it would have bit us. And this is actually a pretty neat little plate. I like his little fish scales on the back. Usually, Japanese cloisonne. I'm not saying this is completely rare because it has scales, but usually a Japanese cloisonne plate will have roundels a lot of the time, like little swirly gigs. But I also like how much they've actually gone into this and given it detail, like they were actually fish scales. So they must have sanded away just a little bit of enamel inside each of those scales, which I think is super cool. Pretty much nothing on the counter enamel, no signatures or anything. And then yellow. Isn't that handsome? So this is a Meiji era cloisonne plate that I got for, I think, $40. And you can see that he's actually got silver wires. And he's from the 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s. Pretty much a maximum of like 1920. So at least 100 years old. And yeah, I got this for $40, at least 100 years old, made with real silver wire like the precious metal. As you can see it glinting as I turn the plate there. And how cool is that? So yeah, that's yellow. That's a genuine antique. And pretty masterfully made. Yeah, you know, I don't go in too much for the garish. Like, I like birds and flowers, so any country who does birds and flowers, any artist who does birds and flowers, you know, that's really my scene. That's really my deal right there. So, birds and flowers. Let's, I wonder if I have anything more garish. Oh, I definitely do. I definitely do. What should we look at? Something glass. We looked at my glass rabbit in the video last night. In fact, we looked at a bunch of glass stuff last night. Let's look at a little bit more stuff. I guess I don't know what you mean as far as the butterfly plate thing. So this is a lamp work. Is this a clownfish? It's not a clownfish, is it? What kind of fish is that? Oh, Donna! Donna, what kind of fish is that? Donna, tell me right now. He's really cool, though, isn't he? He's actually just a stopper. Like a wine bottle stopper. And you get to have a handmade little glass fish at the top of him. Angel fish. I love you. You are so beautiful. So yeah, isn't he handsome? A lot more handsome than you expect to just open a bottle of hooch, don't you think? This is a Fenton Moonstone bottle. Pretty wild, I would think. Look at it from the inside. It's crazy, man. I live in Michigan, and all that implies. So I will look at this crazy vase for like 6 hours, bro. Isn't that cool, though? So this is Moonstone, not to be confused with Hobnail, which is a similar pattern, but the hobs don't come out as far in Hobnail. They're a little They're a little less bumpy, is basically it. This is an Empoli bottle, and if we get close to it, it becomes the absolute craziest thing. I wasn't ready for that. That's usually my line. Look at that. I almost think that this has like a carnival glass effect on the inside of it. But it's like a double pattern where it's kind of it's like indented on the inside. So almost like something pushed on it going this way as it was being blown. And it's left like these odd indentions inside each of these diamonds. And it's just the craziest looking thing. I wonder if we can't get it. Oh, there's my fingerprint. Thank you. Oh, great. Now the CIA's gonna take my fingerprint. They're gonna make me commit some crime. So yeah, that's an Empoli bottle. Made in Empoli, Italy. And I actually have another one of those. But this one has the stopper and a label. Unfortunately, this blue one's only worth like $100 no matter what. But this large purple fella here, he's a little bit more impressive and probably worth a bit more. A cheap endoscope and look inside. What? What were we talking about? Oh, the Moonstone bottle? Is there such a thing as a cheap endoscope? Will I be able to look inside of myself if I spend the money on, on an endoscope? Because that's what's important to me. And isn't that a super handsome purple? And made by Rossini, genuine Empoli glass, Italy. It's a very vintage bottle. I think at least 70 years. So let's put the other Empoli bottle back. And goodness gravy, I just don't know, guys. You know, we started off looking at pink depression glass. Why don't we look at a little bit more pink depression glass? I've got a fairly sizable collection and some very pretty pieces, so we'll go ahead and do that. Pray for me as I set that back down. We'll do one at a time here. Now, we've looked at a lot of this stuff before, but if you don't watch my videos and you just want to hear me talk and maybe interact, then this is the place. I think I must have blue light on. Hold on one second. There we go. That looks a little more pink now, doesn't it? I want to say maybe this is Hazel Atlas. This is definitely depression glass. As you can see, it's got a pattern. I was wondering if the things we just bought matched this thing. Let's see. No, I don't think so. I don't think we've got the repeated flower pattern at all. Nope. So I missed that one, but that's fine. I mean, these are still very pretty pieces. How do I make you see the pink? You can't see the pink as well on the screen as I can in real life. How do I make you see the pink? Any other context, that wouldn't be a great question, would it? Maybe this one. How about you, fella? You look a little prettier, don't you? You know, the problem with coming back to all this stuff and just looking at it with you is that I don't remember half of these things and who they were made by. I'm going to have to start putting post-its up. Ooh, Donna. Ooh, buddy. I have like a white board somewhere that I use exactly for that purpose. What have I done with it? Oh, goodness. What in the world? What have I done with it? Oh, that's just foolish. It's just foolish. Oh, my goodness. Jeez and craw. Hickory sticks. Is that any better? Does it look pinkered? Hold on, let me put this plate back. Safe and sound. I had more energy last night. I was having a pretty good time. I had dinner with the in-laws earlier, and I drove like 2 hours and stuff. So now I'm like, brr, brr. But I'd much rather be talking to you guys. No, not under it, Donna. What is wrong with you? Yeah, hold on. Sorry. God, I'm so glad I thought of that because it looks a lot better already. I'll tell the truth. Whew. I am a whiz at this. Nice. Nice. Hold on. We're getting there. I just want to make sure I'm not going to Calamity Jane anyone. Move that fella. Goodness gravy. Wow. Thanks for being such good friends and telling me how to do my job. No, but for real, thanks for telling me how to do my job. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. I would not have been able to do this on my own. What an idiot. Good Lord. Alright, now that we've readjusted our whole lives. Hi, Lori. Isn't he super handsome? Now look at, I just noticed this for the first time as I was looking at it with you guys now. But this has a very cool ripple effect to give him feathers right there. And then obviously his wings. And this is depression glass. I believe this was, I believe this is from like 1930. Very cool like fingerprint pattern. If I move that purple vase out from behind the pink object, that'll probably work out a little better, won't it? It still doesn't look as pink as it looks to me. I don't know, maybe I can set some contrast here. Nope, not at all. Okay. Alright, good deal. Thanks for coming. Huh. Oh my word. But yeah, isn't that a handsome little... A whole handsome little doodadder right there. Just some pink glass, you know, that your favorite automotive technician collects. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I like it a whole bunch. I should have had a game plan when I came in here, but I really didn't. I was just like, I'm going to make a live video. Whatever. Nerd. I want to show you in the background here. IGA, bro. No, but I think this is I believe this is an enameled metal sign. So it's got to be old enough to be an enameled metal sign. You can see it's got some relief to it. IGA, I believe, was just a grocery store brand. I mean, there's nothing historically crazy about this, but it is a pretty neat thing, and I think it's genuinely pretty old. Got some light rusting on it, so nobody did anything to make it look a bunch older than it was. You know what I mean? Like, if they had put forth effort to make this look older, then it would be all rusted and gunked up, and, you know, this is actually a pretty perfect sign. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, my goodness. Goodness gravy. Did I give anybody a heart attack? I did almost drop that. Oh, let me think. Let me think. I just don't know, guys. What should I do? What should I do? I'm probably going to call it quits in a minute because I'm so fluttery tonight. I'm like almost not even good at my job right now. I said almost. Don't talk to me. Oh, let's look at tiny things. Can we? Yes, please. These are all tiny clear things, so they're going to be hard to see, but I think that's how I want to go out, dude. Yes, I think so. These things are super neat to me. I just started looking at stuff. Oh, Donna, really? Is that how you feel? Tiny's better? I feel like... I'm your dream man. Alright, hold on. Let's look at this first. This is a Blanco decanter. He's actually pretty cool looking. I really like his mouth. Donna, how old are you? Oh, for sure. Lori, it's so nice to see you, buddy. We're friends on Facebook, right? Like, I don't really remember. Oh, you got me on that one, didn't you? Yeah, we're friends on Facebook, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm 72 years young. Oh, nice. What is going on? Figure it out, Austin. Figure it out. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you're the right one. I was almost positive, but I'm very bad with people's last names usually, so please forgive me. This is a neat little piece. It's actually not notched out in this little thing right here. You may notice I've got gloves on it so I don't fingerprint the boots off of everything in my room here. I did just realize this has damage to it, but I don't really mind. I mean, this thing's not going to sell for $500. It doesn't matter. I can keep it on my shelf for 50 cents and have it be a cute little clear glass pitcher. Circa early 1900s. Oh, I didn't even know it had a tag on it. I don't know. Do you guys buy that? Do you think circa early 1900s? I mean, I could conceive of it, but I don't necessarily know. I've never seen that in anything before, that they would leave the fill in there. I don't know. I just don't know about that, buddy. But it must be grapes and vines. Grapes and vines! This must be a little salt cellar. So, I've heard often that you would have like celery or asparagus or something. And, you would have that on like a longer dish on your table. And you'd have a set of these, and there would just be salt in them, and you would dip celery or what have you in them. Now, this looks like it's either crystal. I would think crystal, or maybe some type of thicker glass, but it's a pretty heavy little piece. It doesn't feel very sharp anywhere. So I want to say that makes it crystal for the most part. I'm not entirely positive, but isn't that a beautiful little thing? Let me get my finger out of there and we'll be able to see it better. How many times do I have to say that a day? Jeez, buddy. Just a tiny little dish for like no good reason. I mean, yeah, I know, right? Donna, I swear to God, I've thought of that like 8 times. I was like, who would just put celery in some salt and eat that? Like, what was your alternative food if that sounded good to you? You were like a rich person, and you were like, oh, I'm going to have some salted celery tonight. Like, oh my goodness, why? Why? Surely just eating, like, salted meat or something would be better than salted celery. What are you doing? Isn't that pretty neat? I really like this little dish. I don't really know what that would be for. Maybe like a nut dish, or maybe even like a finger bowl to dip your fingers in a little bit of water after dinner. You know what I mean? Just wipe it off with a napkin. I'm pretty sure it was the following step. Please explain to me. how homegrown celery and store-bought celery are different. I'm genuinely curious. I don't. That's not a tone of disbelief. I'll keep talking about stuff while you type about that because I want to know. Look at the weird. Oh, really? Huh. So it'd be better for soups and stuff for sure. I don't know why the mouth of this tiny cup is like this. I don't know what that's supposed to. Like, is that? I don't. I don't understand. I don't know what you want me to do with that. But it does say a bunch of stuff on the bottom. So, let's see. Nope, that didn't work out better. Okay. Come on, camera. Patent August something 1917. Okay, fair enough. Trade Trade John Bull mark and a US patent number. I've never heard of it. Never heard of such a thing, but 1917 on this little tiny cup, huh? That's pretty wild. Oh, I see the base now is actually pretty neat too. Its little pedestal. It's very cool. Usually earlier glass has bubbles in it. Oh, an eye wash. Oh, aren't you right about that? I do believe you're 100% correct. I've heard of them, and I think I've seen them maybe like one time, but yeah, absolutely. You totally did great on that. Yeah, I must have just watched something where somebody had an eye wash, and that's exactly what it looked like and what they were doing with it. So that's super gross. I've just been touching that thing on somebody's eyeballs. Ugh. Ugh, eyeballs. It's so gross. Thanks, Lori. No, but really, thank you. You did excellent on that. And I totally 100% believe you're right. Look at this tiny, I mean, I don't even know what you would do with this except maybe, I don't think. Oh, that's a good point, Donna. That's a good point. But, I don't think for maybe a not legal substance, do you think? What do you guys think was supposed to be going in there? I don't know. I don't know of anything that's legal that you would like want to put in a bottle that small. You know what I mean? Like it's not for water, right? It's not for. Oh, what just dumped out of there? Oh, look at the inside of this. That's so old. This is an actual antique tiny bottle. I mean, I believe that anyway because, tiny things aren't made this nicely in the future. Like, you will not find a little gold gilt lid on any bottles these days. And it's even got a little knurled surface. An uneven rim to it. You can see how it goes up and down and almost follows the threads. Oh, I missed it. How do I... Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh. Oh. Does it glow? Okay, Donna, hold on. Hold on, Donna. What did I do with the thing that makes things glow? That's not it. That's not it. Hey. Radium water, man. Such good decisions back in the Victorian era. What could possibly go wrong? I think that's just a bunch of light from my... Does everybody look about the same? Oh, yeah, totally. I read about him. Donna's mentioning the gentleman who drank a bunch of radium for an extended period of time, as I recall, like 6 months, 2 years, 20 years, something. It was something, you probably shouldn't drink Coca-Cola for that long, but he was like, I'm going to drink some radium water for like 100 years. And, yeah, his jaw just kind of fell off. That's That's what happened to that guy. It was not cool. It's not a funny thing. It's just probably maybe science, The next time you're thinking about questioning science, remember because I'm sure somebody back then was like, no, you shouldn't drink radium water. And, everybody was just like, shut up, Tom. and then that dude was like, man, I sure don't have half of my face anymore. Isn't that cool? I wonder, do you guys think that's maybe a honey dish? An inkwell? It's not an inkwell, I don't think. Unless it is. Maybe part of a desk set? I don't know, though. I don't think an inkwell would have a permanent opening in its lid, because that seems like it's setting yourself up for failure. But again, a handsome little, I think, crystal piece. Yeah, I like that stuff. This must be pretty old. It looks like it was buried at some point in time. Like, genuinely, look at how much gross is on the stopper here. I'll just dump it in there. I probably should have washed this at some point in time. Let's not talk about it. But isn't that good looking? And that's going to be old, too. You can actually see where the pontil, I believe it's called, was broken off. So this is a handmade piece. Boots on the ground, as it were. Isn't that crazy? Let's look at this stopper a little better, because I think he's actually really cool. That is actually pretty cool. I'm going to wash this up and make a little video about it, because I feel like he's really going to shine up super well. He's going to be a super neat looking little piece. God, a Victorian eye wash, huh? I mean, I guess not Victorian if it's 1917. Just a little clear cup. No reason for him. And I think that's it. You know what, everybody? I'm going to stop doing the video for now, because I'm pretty much done. I'm all winded from hanging out with people. But, I guess one more thing. This is a little clear set of port glasses I got. You know what port is? It's like a sweet after dinner wine. It's pretty strong, apparently. It's not a weakness wine. It's a fine dandy wine. So yeah. Handsome little set of port glasses. I'm sure I would have paid $2 or $3 for them. Because people are silly and they just give stuff away. How can I let you see the cool pattern on them? There we go. That's working on the outside, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry I was kind of boring tonight. Usually I've got a bit of an agenda, but tonight I just wanted to do this and just hang out with my guys for a minute. Now I'm going to go hang out with my wife. We're going to hang out. I absolutely adore you guys. It's so nice talking to you guys all the time. Feel free to watch my old videos. I mean, if you want to, I don't care. This is Austin, Best I Can Afford Antiques channel. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. You're all beautiful. It's so nice to see every single one of you every single time. I adore you. The oil spot stuff. Hold on. Do you mean like carnival glass? Is that what you're talking about? Some oil slick stuff? Tenmoku. I don't know what that is. It's going to slowly start getting darker in here, but that doesn't mean I'm leaving. But if you end up here by yourself, watch out for the monsters. I love you guys. I'm going to go and chill out a little bit. It's so nice talking to you. Austin, Best I Can Afford Antiques channel. I can reach down low to shut that power strip off, and it shuts off like 84 things. Oh, I love you guys. It's always nice talking to you. Miss you already.